It can give you 4 seasons in the space of a day, even in the space of a race. But if weather is an uncertainty, one thing is for sure. Phillip Island is one of the best bike tracks on the planet. And as it's starting to spit, we better get a move on.
At a track that only really has about 3 hard braking zones, you wouldn't have thought that it would be one of those where you get an awful lot of great overtaking, but I'm glad to say that MotoGP doesn't tend to really follow the logic of these things, and Phillip Island is one of these tracks that always provides a lot of entertainment. Let's take a look around. Coming into turn number 1, this is this fast right-hander, always great passing, and this is where Dobby got past the lace with lots of horsepower last year. But then we come up to turn number 2, the southern loop, the most southern part of the track. This is where Lace stabbed it back up the inside, and see I'm in much too high a gear for here. We come on round, this is a really beautiful circuit. We come out, turn number 3, the Stoner corner, named after Casey Stoner, dips downhill, wonderful in the early stages of last race. Last year, Rossi stabbed it around the outside of Vinales very early on, but it's tough to see passing here. That normally happens. Coming here into turn number 4, probably the hardest braking zone. You remember this, Marc Marquez crashed out of the race last year. He was already world champion at that point. We'll have to be a little bit more careful this year. Through 5 into 6 called Siberia. This is where Nicky Hayden was riding in Repsol Honda colours last year, substituting for Danny Pedrosa, stabbed it up the inside of Jack Miller. Now we come out through 7 and 8, I think back to 2004. Rossi versus Civanel. Rossi on the outside of this turn number 8, this fast corner. Really amazing to watch, and I think my favourite ever TV shot of all time, those two coming up here over Lukey Heights, side by side. I've just completely messed that up, thinking too much about that shot, as we then come on down to turn number 10. This is where it dips downhill, the Iannone Seagull incident, and of course lots and lots of passing. Then we come out through turn number 11, we flick it round to the left. This is 11 and 12 are the longest left-hander combination that puts the most temperature through the left-hand side of the rear tire of any circuit. And I tell you what, you can overtake here, as Cal Crutchlow proved on Polo Spargaro last year. I'll tell you what, when it's nice and warm, this is definitely one of the nicest tracks in the world.